What up, yo? This is Anthony. This is my best friend. I literally have known him since I was 9.
Yes.
So that's like
third
20.
grade.
Yeah, third grade. So
When
it's
your
like
ass just first moved here.
Exactly. And basically his birthday is gonna be tomorrow. So we went out for Italian ices. We went to this place called Rob's, which the line was really long.
Yeah, real long.
But
No, it's like it's a normal line. Their ass is just slow. It's both. It could be both.
Yeah,
They're-
they were kind of slow. But what he looking at? I don't know him personally. So anyway, I'm introducing Anthony because like I've known him for a very long time, and we've stayed close friends. Like I stay in touch with my friends. I'm not one of those people that like just has friends and then we're not friends. Like everyone that I've known and been friends with, I'm still friends with them. It just be like distant sometimes. Because for example, Anthony, he studies Asian languages and stuff. And
the point where it's in Taiwan.
Yeah, and
I feel like we always talk minus like minus like the like where we both were just growing into different people and we needed like a moment, like say like a year or two away from each other.
That's true, which is like normal.
Yeah, like sometimes you just grow and then you like come away.
I became very spiritual and I basically distanced myself from like all my friends at one point in time when I had my spiritual awakening, because I was going through a lot. When I'm going through a lot, I don't talk to nobody because I'm not one of those people that ask you guys for help. Like I literally just seclude myself to figure myself out first, because I don't like to put that burden on other people.
That's kind of like me too. I was going through my own shit. Like I had like a really bad depressive phase.
Yeah,
and I like was like just like figuring myself out. Yeah.
But I also want to mention too, like a lot of people wonder, oh, why aren't you guys inside of a house or something like that? I want to mention, I was always used to like hanging out with people outdoors. Like we always were out.
Or like the car would be somewhere we'd hang out too. Like we would go to the mall, but we'd hang out in the car too.
Like,
or before, at least once we could drive.
Exactly. I feel like in this town of Monroe and stuff, like houses are already like where people are always at. Like everybody lives in a decent house, they stay in their house. So when you get the opportunity to hang out with friends and stuff, you kind of want to leave the house.
And this has like a lot of nice places to go. Like you just walk around and
Anthony, don't be lying.
No,
Monroe boring as hell.
I thought that too until I started to run and I found these like nice ass little trails that you can walk on. They're in the woods.
Okay,
they look
I get
real
you.
nice.
But we used to hang out in the woods too. Remember the back of the rec
we
center
used to go
woods?
with Angeline. We're a crazy ass guy.
Yes, we got chased after by a guy in the woods when we were younger.
Because he had this like thing where it was a house, but there was like hundreds of like glass figures and we're like, the fuck is this?
I don't know what it was. It was like a string, a bunch of these like strings, like looking like you would hang like laundry.
Maybe not 100, but like a couple, like 50 or so. It's a lot.
It was a lot of them. And
what the fuck is this in the middle of the woods?
And then didn't he call us like whores? He was like, you whores.
He said something and we were like, the fuck. And then I remember his dogs. He had some dogs and we ran.
Angeline was out. Yo, remember Angeline?
You were out too. I remember I was just the last one. I'm like, I guess I'm running.
Yo, I don't know what was happening. That shit was so scary.
Yeah, when you're younger too, stuff like that is scary.
And then I had an allergic reaction too. Like, why did we end up going to the nail salon?
you got like a bite by a mosquito in the middle of your forehead. And I remember you had this big ass.
And then I think we went to the nail salon though. We went
part. Someplace
by where Texas Road is, where Luigi's Pizza used to be. Like we stopped in someplace over there, and I'm trying to figure out like why. I think we just needed a break or something. But it was
to like rollerblade to get ice cream.
We used to we were always outside. We were either outside on a trampoline in the woods, roller skating, riding bikes, or we were at the movies.
Or playing on the swings. We'd go to
going to the park on the swings,
go to the swings
Park.
all the time.
We were not in the house when we hung out. Like if we were in the house hanging out, we were watching Black Mirror or a movie.
No, we weren't watching Black Mirror. We were watching a scary movie.
We did towards when we got older.
College, but like when we were growing up, we would watch scary movie. Like we watched scary movies so much. Like we memorized these lines. Like saying like, R. Kelly, why you shit on me? Why you pee on me, rather? Like we used to repeat these lines.
Brenda.
Yeah, fuck all Brenda's.
Remember at the movies when she was eating the chicken, she got the hot sauce. So like that was like, that's what we're used to. So I always felt like just going to people's houses was kind of boring. Like, I don't know. But or we went out to eat. We did that all the time. Chili's was like our favorite place, which I like hate Chili's now because they need to upgrade their menu. Their vegan menu is trash.
I don't know. I don't bother. I haven't been to Chili's in a while.
But yeah, Anthony, it's his birthday. Did I mention it's his birthday tomorrow? Mm-hmm. And Gemini season's big. Like a lot of my friends, not necessarily friends, but it's like my mom's a Gemini. Like every
how are you gonna play your
Tanika,
mom? Your mom?
Like everyone that like no, like everyone that I'm close to, they tend to be Geminis. So like I don't know, it's just like a thing. So I feel like I like because of that, I could have like some Gemini traits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you know, I just feel like I don't know. I want to introduce you because I feel like you definitely have an important like part of my identity too. I feel like our closest friends do. And I just told Instagram like the other day, I wrote this thing like about my college experience. Remember, I started off at Keene.
Thinking about that the other day.
I started off at Keene. I got expelled. So here are the critical points of my college experience. I also posted this on my Instagram account under the ask section. All right. And basically, I'm showing that I'm not a perfect person. Like, I've been through situations, I've done, you know, things that were viewed less favorably, and I've tried to always, like, progress, to do better, to improve myself and my reactions. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and we still will always be working on ourselves. So keep that in mind. Boom. College experience is like a huge thing because it really teaches you like how good your communication skills were. That's where I struggled in my life because it's like
it's so worth it.
You have to like communicate, and in college a lot of people don't like to communicate because they want to be cool, they don't want to start problems. That's a huge problem. It's like oh you left your laundry in the thing and I couldn't do my laundry and you don't want to say anything, and
bitch,
so
that's some like easy shit.
No, Anthony, that was I'm saying this is a huge problem when I was in college. Like my second roommate that I had, she would leave dishes in the sink for flipping weeks. And I'm just like, yo, you need to do the dishes. Back then I couldn't speak. Today it's a different story. Be like, listen, bitch, you need to do the fucking dishes.
See, I would think that too, and I am like that with everyone. With my brother, who never went to college, he never really learned to like these like basic living shit that you learn from living in college, and I can't tell him shit. But also, I think that's because like he just pops off like you don't do your dishes. Well, fuck you. Like I don't want that fight. Like just get out of my face. I'll say nothing and be angry.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Like, but you see how like you have that communication issue with your brother. That's how it was for me in college. And then after I had punched my roommate's friend, which was basically because she was laying on the floor at night. It was like 12 a.m. or later at night. I just came back from like a frat party type of thing, and which I rarely went to those, but this was literally like the first month of college that I got expelled. So, and this girl, she was popular too. That's why it was like a big deal that I punched this girl in the face. And she was on the floor right by my bed, where I would like step up to go on my bed. And the college beds, at least at Keene, were high up. So I'm like thinking like, okay, so I like I ignored her at first. I just hopped up over her, and then I guess like my foot kind of like grazed her or whatever. She was like, you stepped on me. And I was like, well, you're on the floor. And then she got up and she started like da 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 da, and I just was like not in the mood, and I just decked her.
I don't even think that's a communication. Your ass had some like I don't know.
I mean, I was drinking a little bit at that party, but I wasn't drunk.
What was it, Paige? popped Paige
I popped Paige. I got into many fights. As I'm saying, when I became spiritual, I calmed down. I even popped Anthony before at the movies. And in Wildwood.
You used to be real aggressive.
I was aggressive. I did,
but I don't know if I was yeah, I guess it was, yeah. But like, no, she like, because this girl told her boots didn't match, or like her shoes didn't match. So Johanna had this girl on the floor.
I choked her.
Sometimes people do things and it just triggers you. Like once my dad like touched my neck and flicked it, and I just like, you just like, something just comes over you sometimes. Like no joke, Johanna.
Flicked you in the neck though. Who does that?
He's getting angry and like, he's one of those people who don't know how to take out his anger. And like, literally like, when you, like, I don't know, just something come over me and it's like.
He's a popo, first of all. He's a pop, so he's like.
And like,
like, that power, you know.
But like something just came over me, like that fight or flight, where you just like, you go into like some like crazy like mode. Sometimes people just like you don't know what pisses people off until, or pisses yourself off until it just happens.
That's why, yeah, it's really true, because it's just a trigger.
Like physical
it's a trigger, and it's like, that's why I'm like, seriously, when I became spiritual, I started meditating and shit. Like, I feel like that helped with triggers, and that's the reason why I don't really act out in that way anymore. Like, I don't hit people and stuff.
Is it because you just like learn to like control your like thoughts and breathing and all that?
Yeah, like it releases like negative energy. Like, I don't know, like meditating like and stuff, it like disciplines you. Like it really, because you could be like doing a bunch of stuff, like every day we're doing a bunch of things, and to take time out of your day to like just sit in place and just like breathe and like release, is like you're disciplining yourself. And so then when it comes to situations where, you know, somebody pisses you off or triggers you, the same discipline energy is being implemented, just in a different scenario.
I need to work on that, actually.
I mean, I think you're pretty good with that most of the time.
I'm good with it with most people, but not with my brother, and like not with things that like are really close to me, and I want to be more like that. But I've gotten better where it's like you can train yourself to, when you have those like negative thoughts, just to be like stop, and then you just cut them off. But that takes a lot of practice, and I'm still kind of bad at it, but I've gotten better. Yeah.
I have my moments too. Like, for some reason, if I'm just waking up from like sleeping for a while, like over an hour, and you like do something to trigger me, I may lash out. Like, I remember last year I lashed out on like my dad. He woke me up, like, and I'm not in the right state of mind yet. Like,
you're a human.
Yeah.
Sometimes too, I just be having those weeks, maybe even a month, if you have like depression month, where like everything just pisses you off.
The sign of Gemini in general is really related to mental health and moods and stuff. Like, a lot of people don't get it. It's like, because it's a sign, Gemini's a sign of switching. So it's like you can be down and suddenly somebody could trigger you, and the only way for you to get out of an energy of being down and depressed is by like forcing. So it's like, it's easy to be down and just literally like pop off, like flipping Tanisha from Bad Girls Club, because it's like that's the only way to get out of a complete opposite state of like being up. Like, you cannot, it's difficult to like be down and slowly come up. Like, so, and Gemini's literally about switching. Yeah, so it just switches.
Like for me, like I was real down all of May, and then like 3 days ago, like literally I woke up and I'm like, oh, I want to do so much,
Anthony, and I'm just be going that good. Off. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, Anthony, when he's in his moods, yo, he will send you an essay. Don't fuck. There's nobody that could beat Anthony with thoughts.
I've gotten better at that too, because like I noticed that I'm a very like
talkative.
Not to toot my own thing, but I'm like, I've gotten pretty perceptive. Like, I can like think about that. I've grown. I've gotten like pretty perceptive about, or at least I know like things that like can hurt people. So like when I get pissed,
you don't like, ever. I don't think you say.
No, okay, like Anthony, I know you can crack I have a very analytical brain, I feel.
You do, but you're not that bad.
But like, no, but like, if
never mind.
If Anthony
sees something like, if somebody's like, let's say that somebody ugly passes by, Anthony will be
like, no, I don't do that anymore.
When we were younger, Anthony will point out everything like, ew.
No, I'm talking about it like.
And then there's somebody's cute, like you gotta know. It's like, he's
I've
cute.
Gotten better with that. I've gotten better with that. That's because
that's
the suppressed sexuality thing.
10 minutes later, he's good looking.
I think that see, I always used to think.
Anthony, shut the hell up. That's a thought to you.
I always
Keep things out.
see. I always used to. I used to think about this too, because all my friends from undergrad, like, there are moments where like I'll see someone like pretend this person's real good looking, and then they'll be like, "Oh, that person's good looking." I'll be like,
Anthony will be in their face. You don't give them no personal
they'll
space.
always be like, "Fuck, you're so embarrassing." So I gotten better with that. But I always think about that, and I think it's just because I'm gay, so I grew up like having to keep that to myself.
If
So the
Anthony
moment I
thinks
came out,
somebody's good looking, he will go up to them like,
no, I promise you, I've gotten better.
like, yeah, they are. Like, he needs to verify their good lookingness. Like,
I've noticed it because when I started going to the gym, and you don't realize, I mean, I didn't realize it at first. You see those people all the time, so I learned to control that shit, because I know that some
And
of the
if
people are
Anthony
like,
doesn't
the
open
fuck
his
is
mouth,
this guy doing?
he looks like a straight male. So it's like other guys probably think that he's hating, but he really think they cute, bro.
I know it's all up in their face too, because the
This
first
dude, this muscular Anthony is like, he has a good body shape. He has a body
you.
shape like a Taurus person. No problem. Like a Taurus, like he like, it's like, so it's like he looks pretty, like he looks straight, like, so it's like there's guys probably like, this muscular dude, like, he looking at me, and really little do they know, like, he probably thinks you're cute, stupid, like, you should.
No, I
be
definitely
happy.
think they thought they knew I thought that they were cute, because you can
Not
see
all
that
the
like
time.
lust in the eyes. Like, it's not hate. I learned to control it.
Yo, why you said the lust in the eyes? I don't know how you.
That's what it is.
Somebody say I'm getting brain freeze from this shit. But I need to go back.
I always.
I need to
eat
go back
things
to the
quick.
goddamn dentist because my teeth, like, I could feel this goddamn. And this is good too, but
Do you have a cavity?
I have to get a damn root canal. And I'm flipping scared because
That
last
stuff
time,
scares me. I haven't been to the dentist in years.
and then last time I got one, they basically, like, I think they messed up stuff.
Does
Like,
your teeth hurt? Like, how do you feel that you need a root canal?
Anthony.
It hurts. I remember when we were at Ariel's and you felt your zing, and you had like, she had the look of
Zing.
like we were at Ariel's for something, and you ate something, and like you literally
Oh,
looked
yeah.
like she lost lost her color. She became white for a second.
It
Me
was
and
the
Ariel were
weirdest
just like,
thing. I
"The
bit
fuck?"
something, and then, like, I just felt like electrocution, and I was
She
like,
you
we need
lost
to go.
all your
Like,
color. Me and Ariel were just like, what the fuck? Like, I got scared for a moment, and
You
the
got scared.
whole day too, she was just like, Johanna, and me and
Yo.
Ariel were just like, Johanna, are you okay? Are you okay?
My
Just-
teeth are like the worst pain ever. It's like crazy. I remember that it was like a party for Ariel.
I think it was
I
like
don't know.
4th of July or something.
I think it was.
Or maybe it was like the Super Bowl.
The summer is the like I'm like
'Cause the- you know,
preparing.
that, like, rock candy.
I used to, and I stopped eating the rock candy, but it's like everything you do from the past just catches up. It
Do you
sucks.
eat the sugar sticks? What do they call
The
Fun
fun
Dip?
dip. I did.
That's what it is. I'm telling you. It really does. You need to take care of your body. You got that shit for a long time.
It just sucks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't regret it because I enjoyed the rock candy.
Plus, like, also, like, once you have your root canal, I mean, for the money now, I'm just like, but once you have it, it's like, you're good. Like, that cap prevents anything else from happening, right? Like, it's like
Yeah. But it's like
a cavity filling prevents you from ever getting a cavity.
It's basically like it's basically like getting a tooth pulled halfway.
Ooh,
But so it's like weird. It's like a half
that stuff gives me
half
anxiety,
extraction.
man.
I hate it, and I never had a problem with it that much before, but now I do because of the experience I had. And then the companies switched over and they lost paperwork, and then so they had me do procedures that I didn't need to do, and now they're telling me I need to retreat the root canal, and then I went on vacation, and it's like, and I'm just scared to do this root canal too, and I have a feeling they're not gonna be able to save the tooth.
Do you feel it like hurting you?
It doesn't hurt, but there's literally, like, you know how tooths, like, it's like feels like everything's compacted, like you can't, the center is filled. I don't feel much of the center of the tooth. Like, the tooth exists, but it feels like the pulp, like the whole tooth is gone.
Like, you can't feel like any
There's like
feeling
a
in
hole. Like, I feel like there's like and it's my last tooth in the back. It's not the wisdom tooth. I got my wisdom teeth pulled, but it's like a molar. And it's like, I can only feel like the outside mostly of the tooth. There's nothing really in the center.
Fucks with the nerve, right?
Yeah, the nerve and everything was removed for the root canal. So there's like nothing in the center of the tooth. And I don't know necessarily if something has to be in the center. Maybe they just need to put a cap on it. But I'm not sure. I think for a root canal, I think there is supposed to be something in the center of the tooth. Like, so they don't understand like how I'm okay I had a root canal, but there's no tooth pulp. So they're trying to figure out like where it went. Like, where did it go? And I'm just like, it's gone. Like, I don't know what
all dentists did something.
They don't understand, like, but the thing is, what happened was after I had the procedure, I was supposed to go back and get the I really should bring them to court, because I was supposed to go back and get the
and this shit is
the crown put on. Right? Yeah, but the thing is, they thought that I was my mom, and they thought I needed a deep cleaning, and they went to give me a deep cleaning before I got before I got the crown put on. So they started giving me a deep cleaning procedure, and then they're like, there's nothing wrong with your teeth. I think they thought that the because I had braces, so I had that that permanent retainer at the bottom of my teeth. I think they thought it was dentures, but it's a permanent retainer. So then they lost that paperwork somehow, and I go back to the dentist, and they're like, you need to get a crown put in. But now the root canal is like gone. Yeah, because they wasted time giving me flipping deep cleaning when I didn't need it. So it's like now everything is like gone, because it's like been too long in between. It's like frustrating, because I'm trying to explain it to them, but then they don't have the paperwork. It's like, these niggas is full of shit. And then the employees switched over to multiple locations now, so a bunch of employees left that location, went to Freehold location. I go to the one in flipping North Brunswick or whatever. It's like all a flipping mess, and I'm pissed off about it.
I don't get why you can't just go in and have them look at your teeth and like take pictures and then
I have to get another root canal done. That's what it is, and that's what they told me. I'm scared though.
On the same tooth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how?
I'm scared though. When last time I got a root canal in this tooth, I was in severe pain.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
It was bad. Like, I was literally like crying in my flipping bed the whole day. And then that was the day we had
after the root canal.
Yeah, and that same day, what happened was we had a storm. It was back in like August of last year. We had a flipping storm, and it was a hurricane, and the freaking power went out for like 5 days. It was hot as hell.
I remember that shit.
That was the day I got my root canal. I was pissed off.
Wait, you had a root canal though, like back in like 2014, I feel.
Yeah, I did.
Bitch, how many fucking root canals are you gonna get?
I think this is the third one.
Damn. Oh my god, you had the fucking root canal during that storm, and that's all you could think about then.
Yeah, it was bad. Then the power went out. Like, I was...
Oh my god, I wanted to forget about that.
Anthony, it was bad. I was literally in pain. There was no flipping air conditioning, no electricity.
For like, I think it's like 3 days, right?
It was like 3-4 days.
Yeah, no, I remember I was in New York, and my friends
were like,
you should go home, and I'm like, the power is off.
I forgot you were in New York.
Yeah, I remember texting my friends.
And you kept texting me because you didn't want to come back home until the power was on. So you're like, is it every day? You're like, is it back yet?
Because I live with my friends. I basically like live with them when I visit, and I felt bad for them. And I remember texting my friend like, I'm over here dying, no power. I could have been in New York still.
I was so freaking pissed off, yeah. I have to go to the post office now. But yeah, this was just a fun little video, just introducing Anthony and
talking about root canals.
Shout out to the Geminis, happy birthday to y'all and everything. And yeah, I'm about to go to the post office to drop off the package for Artless Essentials, my handmade jewelry business. And yeah, peace, love, light.
Bye.